The chosen ones possess an extraordinary ability to recognize patterns that are typically invisible to the average person. This unique ability is not limited to observation, it involves a deep understanding of the rhythms and sequences in human behavior. Their sharp perception enables them to notice subtleties and nuances in everyday interactions, which makes them especially skilled at reading situations and people. This ability is not only a talent but a cultivated skill they refine over time, often through experience and mindful observation. With this heightened pattern recognition, the chosen ones can predict future events with remarkable accuracy. This predictive power goes beyond mere guessing, it is based on a systematic analysis of behavioral trends and psychological foundations. By understanding motives, they can foresee actions and reactions, allowing them to strategize effectively in both personal and professional arenas. Their life resembles a game of chess, where they anticipate moves and plan several steps ahead, giving them a strategic advantage in every situation. This profound ability transforms the way the chosen ones interact with the world. They navigate life with an elevated sense of purpose and understanding, equipped to handle complex challenges effortlessly. This capacity to foresee and influence outcomes gives them a sense of control and empowerment, setting them apart from others. It is a vital component of their success and influence, enabling them to lead, inspire, and make impactful decisions that are often ahead of their time. Their mastery of pattern recognition not only enriches their own lives but also allows them to contribute meaningfully to the lives of others, guiding and advising with wisdom gained from deep insights. The chosen ones carry an innate aura that profoundly influences their surroundings, almost as if they command the atmosphere itself. When they enter a room, there is a tangible shift in energy, a change that everyone present can feel. This effect is no accident. It is a testament to their powerful presence and the air of unpredictability that surrounds them. This mysterious aura keeps people uncertain about their next move, making them enigmatic figures who are difficult to fully predict or understand. Their unpredictable nature stems from an extraordinary behavioral flexibility that allows them to adapt quickly to any situation. They are never static, they are always evolving and shifting, making it impossible to pin them down. This fluidity is not only for personal gain, it is also a strategic tool that enhances their influence over others. It keeps colleagues and rivals unsure of their intentions or abilities. This capacity to keep others guessing amplifies their power, making them both respected and somewhat feared, whether as leaders in boardrooms or as tacticians in personal relationships. Such an enigmatic presence naturally positions the chosen ones as compelling leaders and formidable opponents. Their ability to remain unpredictable makes them powerful figures in any setting, whether corporate, social, or personal. People are drawn to their mysterious and dynamic nature, which commands attention and respect. This quality also makes them unpredictable in conflicts, where their capacity to shift tactics and strategies on the spot can unsettle and overpower adversaries, solidifying their status as influential and dominant figures. The supernatural intuition of the chosen ones goes beyond ordinary perception. It is an almost magical ability to understand and interpret the environment with a depth and precision that appears superhuman. This heightened awareness is not limited to the physical realm but also extends to sensing the emotional and psychological states of those around them. They pick up on shifts in mood, detect lies, and read between the lines where others hear only silence. This deep insight is a crucial tool in their arsenal, enabling them to act with precision and empathy. Their intuition allows them to excel in social situations that would challenge most people. By recognizing the subtlest cues, whether a slight change in tone, a fleeting expression, or unspoken tension, they navigate social complexities with unmatched grace. This ability to decipher unspoken words and understand hidden emotions gives them a unique advantage, as they often grasp the needs and motivations of others better than those individuals understand themselves. This leads to profound and influential relationships. This sharp sensory awareness transforms how the chosen ones interact with the world. They move easily through social landscapes, often taking on roles as mediators, guides, or confidants, thanks to their deep ability to understand and influence others. Their extraordinary intuition makes them not only skilled in personal relationships but also advantageous in professional settings, where understanding people can mean the difference between success and failure. Their insight into human nature makes them both revered and indispensable across many areas of life. Fear is a powerful emotion, and while most retreat from it, the chosen ones turn fear into fuel. Their ability to manage and channel fear not only strengthens their presence but also reflects back onto others, forcing them to confront their own insecurities and doubts. This confrontation is not a choice, it is an involuntary reaction to the calm and certainty radiated by the chosen ones. In a world that values noise and action, the chosen ones arm themselves with silence. Their silence is not empty, it is full of purpose. In their stillness, they observe, learn, and plan. This strategic use of calm unsettles those accustomed to a flood of words and actions, allowing the chosen ones to control the pace of interactions and gain insights others overlook in their haste. The chosen ones possess a unique attribute that sets them apart in any context: a profound lack of ego. This absence of ego does not mean a lack of self-worth or confidence, rather, it reflects their freedom from the common human preoccupation with status, recognition, and validation. They do not engage in the usual social games of outshining others or seeking approval. This independence from external validation allows them to operate on a level unreachable to those driven by such needs. Their choices and actions are guided by what is necessary and right, rather than by what might bring personal glory or recognition. This remarkable absence of ego shapes the way the chosen ones interact with the world around them. Without the burden of needing to prove themselves or be seen as important, they move through life with a grace that seems almost untouchable. This quality not only sets them apart but also enhances their influence and effectiveness. They can engage with people and situations in a way that is purely objective and focused, free from the personal biases and vulnerabilities that often distort judgment. This approach confuses those used to ego-driven interactions, where boasting and self-promotion are the norm. The lack of ego in the chosen ones alters the dynamics of power in every interaction. They redefine what it means to be powerful, not by asserting dominance, but by embodying a strength that is quiet yet undeniable. This often confuses and intimidates those who rely on louder, more visible forms of power such as bragging and display. In situations where others might seek to dominate or impress, the chosen ones maintain their calm and effectiveness, subtly steering outcomes with their steady and measured approach. Their presence often challenges and reshapes traditional ideas of leadership and influence, making them both enigmatic and respected figures. Distance is another key trait that distinguishes the chosen ones, often misunderstood by others as coldness or indifference. However, this detachment is not a lack of care or empathy, it is a conscious separation from immediate emotional reactions that can cloud judgment. By keeping distance from their own emotions and desires, they gain a clearer perspective that allows them to see situations more objectively. This ability to detach from personal feelings and the emotions of others enables them to navigate complex scenarios without getting entangled in drama or bias. The superpower of detachment grants the chosen ones the ability to remain unaffected by outcomes that might deeply sway others. Their focus stays firmly on their long-term goals and the bigger picture, rather than getting caught up in temporary setbacks or victories. This perspective is especially advantageous in high-stakes environments, where emotional reactions can lead to rash decisions or missed opportunities. The chosen one's ability to remain calm and decision-focused, regardless of circumstances, allows them to make strategic choices aligned with their core objectives. This strategic detachment also means that the chosen ones often act in innovative or counterintuitive ways, free from the usual fears and hesitations tied to emotional investment. They approach problems and challenges with a clear slate, making decisions solely based on what will achieve the best outcome rather than what is immediately satisfying. This unique perspective shields them from the chaos and noise that consume others, allowing them to lead, innovate, and influence in ways that are both effective and transformative. Their ability to detach, far from being a weakness, is a profound strength that underpins their success and influence. Their mere presence acts like a mirror, forcing self-confrontation. When you are with the chosen ones, you are compelled to face your own reflections, insecurities, and the truths you may be running from. This psychological impact can be transformative, pushing those influenced by them to reassess not only their actions but their entire self-concept. Power structures are never the same when the chosen ones are involved. They redefine influence by exercising control not through obvious actions, but through a commanding understanding of emotions and human behavior. This subtlety in shifting traditional power structures is where their true strength lies. Their powers of observation could just as well be called X-ray vision, seeing beyond the surface into the core. This deep perceptiveness impacts everyone they interact with, often leading to profound realizations and changes in those fortunate enough to fall under their gaze. The leadership style of the chosen ones is defined by a quiet, magnetic influence that lingers long after direct interactions. Their influence is not loud or immediate but persistent and transformative, reshaping paths and enlightening those who follow. Silence for the chosen ones is not an absence but a strategic tool. This art of strategic silence speaks louder than words, influencing the behavior and thought processes of others in ways open communication never could. This mastery of silence is a lesson in the power of restraint, of conserving rather than expending energy. Patience and restraint are their hallmarks. The chosen ones know when to act and when to wait, understanding that time is often an ally. This strategic patience is key to their success, allowing them to save their energy for the moment it truly matters and ensuring their actions are as impactful as possible. In conclusion, remember that the journey of understanding and embodying the qualities of the chosen ones is ongoing. These traits are not merely to be admired but to be aspired to. Subscribe, like, share, and continue this fascinating discussion in the comments. Welcome to a journey through the veiled realities of modern spirituality. Today we strip away the polished facade and dive deep into the truths and pitfalls that shape our spiritual paths. Our goal? To dismantle the convenient lies and reveal the essence of true spiritual growth. In our fast-paced world, spirituality has evolved into a marketplace often saturated with deception. It is a space where quick fixes are marketed over deep truths, and genuine transformation is frequently overshadowed by appealing shortcuts. Today we question these notions and invite you to join us in the search for authentic spiritual awakening. Let us begin with the trap of dependency. Modern spirituality often misuses sacred plant medicine, turning ancient practices into recreational experiences without traditional context or respect. Beyond this, there is an excessive reliance on spiritual workshops, certifications, and initiations. These modern methods stand in stark contrast to the rigorous, life-integrated practices of traditional spiritual paths. By understanding this, we encourage a return to the roots, a commitment to the essence of spiritual growth that honors tradition and personal dedication. The second deception we face is the lie that comfort equals growth. In sharp contrast to the strict devotion of ancient yogis, modern spirituality often promotes convenience as the path to transformation. This is misleading. True spiritual growth requires disciplined practice and lifestyle changes, not just easy affirmations. It is about embracing challenges and moving beyond the boundaries of comfort to achieve real transformation. Next, we take on the lie of instant results. The modern spiritual marketplace is filled with promises of quick enlightenment and immediate cosmic connections. This undermines the essence of spirituality, which is a gradual journey requiring devotion, practice, and patience. Genuine progress is measured in small, consistent steps, not in sudden leaps. We now turn to the deception of spiritual relativism. It is important to understand the risks it poses to genuine spiritual development. This concept suggests that all spiritual paths are essentially the same and lead to the same ultimate truth. While this idea may appear inclusive and open-minded, it often leads to a superficial understanding of deep spiritual practices. Instead of delving deeply into the complexities of a single tradition, followers of relativism may skim the surface of many, missing out on the transformative experiences that committed practice can bring. Authentic spirituality, by contrast, demands a committed path that is not about choosing the easiest or most appealing aspects of various traditions. It is about engaging deeply with a specific practice or belief that resonates with one's inner truth. This involves rigorous self-examination and a willingness to confront challenging truths. It is not a buffet of interchangeable beliefs where one simply selects what feels good in the moment. Such an approach can dilute the power of spiritual practices designed to foster profound personal growth and enlightenment. It is therefore crucial to critically evaluate and choose a path that resonates deeply and authentically with one's spiritual needs and goals. This means taking the time to understand different spiritual teachings and reflecting on their relevance and impact in one's life. It requires a commitment to practice, study, and possibly mentorship under someone deeply initiated in the chosen path. By doing so, one can ensure that the spiritual journey is built on a foundation of genuine understanding and personal alignment, rather than on the misleading simplicity of the idea that all paths are the same. The issue of compartmentalization of spiritual life is increasingly seen as critical in contemporary discussions about spirituality. This term refers to the tendency of individuals to separate their spiritual practices from their daily lives. Instead of integrating these practices into all aspects of existence, many people confine spirituality to specific times, places, or rituals. This separation can create a fragmented experience, where spiritual beliefs do not necessarily influence daily choices or behaviors, thus diluting the transformative potential of these practices. True spirituality, however, should be seamlessly integrated into every moment of life. It is not only about rituals, prayers, or meditation sessions, but about extending the insights and peace gained from these practices into everyday activities. Whether preparing breakfast, commuting to work, or interacting with others, every moment offers an opportunity to practice mindfulness, compassion, and presence. By bringing spiritual awareness into daily life, each action is infused with a sense of sacredness, greatly enhancing both life quality and human interactions. Transforming everyday experiences through spirituality requires conscious effort to dismantle the barriers between the sacred and the worldly. It is about recognizing the sacred in all things and understanding that spirituality is not confined to certain conditions or environments. This perspective fosters a holistic approach to spirituality, deepening one's connection with oneself and the world. Through such integration, spirituality becomes not just part of life, but the essence of all life. In the realm of spirituality, there is often a significant gap between intellectual understanding and spiritual realization. Many fall into the trap of accumulating vast amounts of spiritual knowledge without applying it. This accumulation can include reading spiritual texts, attending lectures, and discussing theories without committing to practical application. While intellectual engagement is an important aspect of the spiritual journey, it cannot replace the transformative power of direct experience. Spirituality is fundamentally experiential, not theoretical. At the heart of spiritual practice lies the actual application of learned principles through practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and ethical living. It is the difference between merely reading about the benefits of meditation and actually meditating daily. Intellectual understanding can guide and inform one's practices, but without lived experience, it remains only unused knowledge. This gap can lead to stagnation or superficiality in one's spiritual journey. To bridge this gap, it is essential to move from intellectualization to action. This transition involves setting aside time for daily practices, reflecting on one's experiences, and possibly seeking guidance from experienced practitioners. Such steps help anchor understanding in reality, transforming theoretical knowledge into deep personal insights and realizations. This shift not only deepens the spiritual path but also fosters a genuine, lived spirituality that influences all areas of life and provides greater fulfillment and clarity. As we conclude our deep exploration into the complexities and often overlooked pitfalls of modern spirituality, it is crucial to reflect on the core issues we have uncovered. These include the danger of dependency on spiritual leaders or systems, which can hinder personal growth and autonomy. This dependency often arises when individuals continually seek guidance and reassurance from external sources rather than cultivating their own inner wisdom and judgment. Such reliance can restrict development, as true spiritual growth requires a balance between external inspiration and personal introspection. Another critical issue is the myth of comfort in spiritual practices, which suggests that the path should always be soothing and easy. This misconception can lead individuals to avoid the necessary but uncomfortable truths and experiences vital to deep spiritual growth. True spiritual paths often involve confronting painful realities and challenging ingrained patterns of behavior. Avoiding discomfort can result in a shallow engagement with spirituality, missing the transformative impact of genuinely profound practices. Moreover, the illusion of instant results in spirituality can lead to frustration and disillusionment. In an age of instant gratification, many approach spiritual practices with expectations of quick fixes for deeply rooted issues. True spiritual transformation, however, is usually slow and requires sustained effort and patience. Promises of immediate enlightenment or rapid spiritual progress can mislead serious seekers and distort their understanding of the nature and timeline of spiritual development. As we move forward, it is also important to address the deception of relativism in spiritual discussions. This view claims that all spiritual paths are equally valid and lead to the same goal, which can dilute the seriousness with which paths are chosen and followed. While inclusivity and respect for diverse spiritual expressions are important, it is equally essential to recognize that different paths suit different individuals based on their unique dispositions and life circumstances. A relativist approach may prevent deep engagement with a single tradition and risk creating a jack of all trades, master of none scenario in spiritual practice. The separation between spiritual life and everyday life also poses a major challenge, as discussed earlier. This compartmentalization can prevent the integration of spiritual insights into practical, daily actions, reducing the overall impact of spiritual teachings on personal and communal well-being. Spirituality must permeate all aspects of life, from the ordinary to the profound, ensuring that one's values and practices remain consistent across contexts and interactions. Our call to action is clear. Engage in authentic practices, maintain discipline, integrate spirituality into your daily life, and commit with intensity and sincerity to your spiritual path. Let us strive for a spiritual awakening that is as deep as it is transformative. If today's exploration has resonated with you, reflect on your path and share your insights. And if you feel inspired, type 777 in the comments to signal your commitment to genuine, profound spiritual engagement. Together, let us awaken authentically and wholeheartedly. Thank you for joining this journey toward true spiritual enlightenment.